What's up? We back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of, The Conceited Nobody. This is episode 175. It is untitled for now. We don't have a title. I usually go back later on. I'll listen to the shit when I figure out some good points and then I'll put a title on there. You already know what it is with Taurus, aka Dark Skin Blanos, aka Heart Bob Harrison, aka Fan of Facts. To my right, we got the homie, the incomparable, the man with the master plan, Renaissance motherfucking Juvie. How you feeling, champ?
Man, feeling good. I'm lying. I'm capping, as they say today. You know, but I'm tired
Yeah, you still feel good tired.
You be good tired, man.
It's good tired. Training camp go up and down, man. Yeah,
I seen you with that little kid, man.
Yeah, I be working with the kids for sure.
What's up?
You gotta put context in, motherfucker, next time.
Shut up, man.
Context.
I
I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about you.
I'm trying to teach kids how to box, man.
That's
good.
I teach kids the art of boxing. That's how I explain it. And what you do, I teach kids the art of boxing. That's what I do.
People don't know it's a sweet science.
I train people. Condition. I ain't no conditioning coach. I ain't none of that shit. I teach you the sweet science of boxing. That's what I do. That's what I offer. So.
Teach you how to make sweet love.
Love. Face.
Alright.
That face.
So we're being overly romantic. To my left, we always gotta say the best for last. And we say the next best next to last. Shout out to the homie on the left. Sunglasses up, he feeling real T-Painish right now.
Damn.
Tender ass down, man.
I call you Teddy Tender ass and shit the other day. Shout out to my homie Jeremy, man, aka DJ Two Foul. How you feeling, man? Hey, man, listen. You gonna quit throwing them devil horns on this show, man. I got a reputation to protect. Hey, that's all I ask. I got a reputation. They gonna start setting up Illuminati and shit. Hey, that's how shit happen, though. Motherfuckers doing them.
I ain't even set my application, man. I told them I would have sacrificed one of my DMs.
Say what?
I told them I would have sacrificed one of the DMs. They ain't set my application though. Left my shit on read. But I'm just out here though, man, being great. Man, pay y'all motherfucking tickets, man, cause that shit is ugly. They just charged me motherfucking $400 in some little hillbilly ass town. Judge cracking jokes and shit.
They booted you?
Hell no, they ain't booed me though, but I paid $1,500 back in February. They talking about, man, we meant to tell you all this extra, but it was COVID. So I'm like, that's my fault though.
Yeah, you fucking monkey, you caused it.
That's pretty much what they said.
Yeah. In so many words.
Man.
But it's fantastic though, you got that taken care of though.
I was just thankful that, I was able to get it.
Really circumstance.
We're glad you're back out here swallowing spit.
That's right. I'm out here talking shit, swallowing spit. I'm good from the trap house to the White House, everywhere in between. Motherfucking wolf on concrete, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, shit, the apex predator nigga. Oh, shit. Wolfpack. To his right. To his right. Hey, man, listen.
We rebuke you, nigga.
Hey, we got a real discussion about that, man, because it's all fun and games shit when you just living your best life, but not today. Cause that really do mean something, man. It invokes spirits and shit.
What, the Wolfpack?
No, that Menudo Canudo. That's what it's called. But I mean, like some stuff that ain't deep to other people, it's deep to others. We the Black Wolf Pack anyway, though. We do something. Right in the alley, them alley dogs. that was an alley dog. You know,
Weasel.
We definitely gonna have a fantastic show. And you already know it is without much. It ain't nothing to it, man. Listen, hold on, Jules. We don't pull that camera out. You ain't seen me not one fucking clip of this nigga doing this shit. Hey, last 4 weeks he been recording this shit, and I ain't seen not damn one. I ain't seen damn.
It's for the documentary.
Hey, it's like detox. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna come out.
Therapy, nigga. It's your boy, Jason Richie, a.k.a. Go Chase It All, a.k.a. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Send me the cash on whatever the fuck you can send it on, nigga. A.k.a. Marty McHigh, a.k.a. Senor Tecito to the Latino people. AKA, bring your ass to Helium this Thursday, nigga.
That'll be a
Comedy show.
Shout out to Jason Healing Comedy Show. It's a venue upstairs.
Yeah, there's a room upstairs.
I was never known that.
It's literally that, a room. A small stage.
That's exclusive and shit where they see you up there let the rich motherfuckers laugh.
There's another bar up there too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in the balcony is up there.
And you know, as a person who don't drink, I didn't know where the other bar, the original bar was. I had no idea.
You gotta walk past it to walk in the
I
show.
thought they just came out and drinks just fell out the sky.
Nah, but yeah, if y'all can come through.
Recap this weekend, and then we definitely gonna talk more about that. Jason you did 2 shows last week. The dog pound. Did you go to that?
No, because he told me not to come and go to the one on Friday.
If you could, I
But
mean.
I didn't even, man, my head, I forgot what the fuck I did.
It's all good.
I don't know what the fuck.
It's all good. Niggas is grown and got grown laughs.
No, I meant to go on, I meant to play Metazoa, is what I planned on going to.
I mean, it was all.
They threw everything go, but I planned on going, and I'm like, damn, where that shit at?
I can't tell you what to do. I was just saying, if you could, if you could, it would have been better to come to the one on Friday because I was gonna be doing 30 to 45 minutes. I don't know how much time I end up doing for real.
How much time you do in Minnesota?
That shit was 15 minutes.
How was that?
It was real. That shit was funny as hell. That shit was cool, actually, because it was outside of the brewery, but they got a dog park outside, and we was on like a deck. So like that shit was different, cause like you got a whole different breed of heckler. No pun intended.
Did anybody say who let the dogs out?
Nah, thank God.
I could hear that shit. I be doggone.
I was definitely talking shit about dogs and shit, but a dog, it was crazy, like, cause motherfuckers walk past their dogs and shit, and people, like, you can't really hear if they laughing at you or whatever, because a dog definitely took a shit, like, right in front of the stage while I was doing stand-up, so that was cool. I got to play off of the random shit that dogs be doing.
The guy picked it up, what, the girl?
Yeah, they sat there and cleaned that shit up.
Okay.
I was like, man, I really hope y'all laughing at me and not that the fact that this nigga just took a whole shit right in front of my set, like. But it was cool.
When we was little, did people pick up dog shit?
Huh?
When we was little, did people pick up dog
That is
shit?
funny. That's a funny question. I know I had to pick up
That's
dog
some
shit.
weird
I think they got like some turkey.
I understand if it's in the crib, man, you picking up dog shit, but I'm not. You
On the
like,
street? Nah,
you gotta
I'm
let
gonna
me
say
see-
one of these.
Yeah, on everything. Hope ain't nobody around to judge me.
Yeah,
So
my
I picking up
grandma
dog
used to
shit.
in the park and shit.
Fuck, this is
But I don't
what
give a
this is
fuck
what
what
it's
my dog
supposed to
do.
be. It's supposed
Right.
to be like on the ground.
Compost. But and then Friday, you came through on Friday.
I'm on for my commentary.
Yeah. That shit was a funny. That was a fucking gauntlet. That was beautiful. Like that was real comedy shit happened. That's why I wanted that shit recorded. Cause nigga, that's
Did you
the
get
type
it
of shit-
recorded?
Yeah, I got the video.
Yeah.
But that's why I want that shit to be like a comedy album, so you could hear this type of stupid ass shit that I had like 3 or 4 different hecklers in this motherfucker, in different types of forms of fashion.
Weird shit.
Oh man, racist white people. I heard people said nigga to me at least 3 different times. And it was all white.
You don't know.
Yeah, like a different occasion. Now, I told you, I said that shit about the nigga punch. That shit that literally happened as soon as I got there. This white bitch talking about she was mad at somebody and she was about to nigga punch him. And then she looked up at me and was like, nigga punch him. And I was like, why you say that? What the fuck is that? I've never even heard of that.
Superman, what the fuck is a nigga punch?
Exactly, that's what I said.
He ain't say shit, so he ain't had to find out.
Nigga, nah, cause I'm like, I'm finna throw my whole fucking mojo out. I'm finna go
man.
delve into this nigga punch. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my.
We gotta get into this. We gotta figure out what a nigga punch is.
But it was few spectators, far fewer than usual, because they service is shitty. I didn't want to scare nobody out at the beginning.
What's a movie I think Crash was told from multiple points of view? You mentioned Crash last week or the week before, right?
Yeah.
This is my point of view. What happened in this Crash Saturday, Friday?
That shit. Go ahead.
Me and Jimmy walked into the building. we walked in there
Like the Thriller at the beginning of the Thriller.
I was looking around and shit. It was close to midnight.
Right.
But we came in there, man, listen. it definitely wasn't a crowd that you used to seeing up in Eddie's, except for the Rainbows. I've been telling y'all for the last month that it was a gay show, and I wasn't wrong. There's a lot of bulldaggers in there.
Oh, because they threw the Mexicans out. We could have had some straight niggas. They threw the Mexicans out at the beginning of the show.
They had some shit.
What the Mexicans do?
Hey, I don't know. I couldn't even understand it. Like,
the
the bartender was going crazy on their ass. It was just like,
First off, the service there is definitely, absolutely, undoubtedly terrible. I mean, it's probably the worst service. Like, we was sitting there probably 30 minutes before they said, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you have anything you need? Whatever." Anyway.
What you tipped in?
They knew you was okay.
I didn't get shit out.
They knew you was okay, nigga. Because they like, so
I sat there and behave because I didn't want to get niggas punched.
right?
So we in there and shit. I'm just going to get cut to the chase. It was a terrible fucking night of alleged comedy. Except for Jason, I'm not saying that because we're friends. The girl, man, I ain't want to just put her on Front Street, but she's terribly unfunny. I mean, nothing she says is funny. And what hurts her is that it's a crowd of her buddies. So it becomes too conversational. You know what I'm saying? It's too much going back and forth.
I didn't even hear her sit there.
If you heard it any night, you heard her laugh. But, yeah. That little bitch is sagging and shit, man. Like, we always do. We made a joke about it. First off, I think they mentally ill when you out here dressed like a fucking man and shit. And everybody, the little joke and shit, they never want to be a good man. You know what I'm saying? They always want to be a fucking thug. You know what I'm saying? You never see dykes in fucking two-piece suits, Argyle sweaters. They never look like they going to a job interview. They look like they're going to sell dope. You know what I'm saying? But to Jason said, and you said you recorded. I'm sure with your editor and this shit will be fucking dope as hell. He had one dude, man. I'm glad that I saw restraint because I want to go tell dude, man, we shut the fuck up. That's my friend on stage. I want to be real fucking to the point. We shut the fuck up. My friend tell us fucking jokes. Yeah.
Well, I was like,
should have did that, man.
Oh, I told him.
Yeah, Jason really checked. You gotta see the video. Jason went through. You gotta understand. I'm like a Jason groupie. So
I'm one now after that shit.
That's my friend. I've been to a bunch of Jason shows, so y'all can understand that I gotta sit there through the same jokes I heard every time. But see, because this is how comedy is. You know what I'm saying? You got a different crowd every time, so you can recycle your jokes and shit because they haven't heard. So when I sit there and shit, I look at their reaction. You know what I'm saying? So I look at their reaction and so I judge how I deliver. I like to take it personally. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, when George was playing Portland, he hit those 6 3-pointers first half, and he did like this. He was doing that to me. He was explaining to me that he didn't know what he was doing. I take certain moments personally. So when Jason do a new joke, and y'all say he did that for me because he know I haven't heard it. Wow, look at this serve too. He tapped it. Oh.
I thought I was supposed to bless it.
No, this ain't no fucking bottle. I'm trying to hold the camera.
So look.
You can hold the camera.
Oh, you can hold the camera.
So look, Jason had a fucking hand.
Shit.
You talking about shoot?
Justin Ryder, he scratched my ass.
I bet he better if I was your fan.
Everything. We're gonna talk about his other groupies. That's all I can. Hey, but then he had this fucking joke, man, talking about some church shit. I laughed like I didn't.
That ain't no joke.
Hey, it's funny. It's reality jokes. Listen, Jason has to fucking. You gotta chop that shit up and put it for Monday. The next Monday, you have to chop it up and put on there because it was damn.
It ain't never been done yet.
It's the funniest shit.
Well, it been done.
Working on it.
Yeah, I only get to do stories like so much because you only got so much time.
Yeah.
To make it.
You heard that shit though,
Listen. Y'all gotta hear this shit. I'm talking about, and it's relatable. Like the most funny shit is the relatable shit. And it took off in this crowd, but I really needed a fucking Def Jam crowd for this. The joke was so fucking funny that y'all definitely gotta. Jason, you have to chop that video up and post it on your YouTube. That particular story part, man, because that shit was fucking funny. Me and Speed started laughing.
Story about me getting baptized.
We're gonna get into your next shows at the end of this show.
Yeah. No, it's not. The story wasn't about baptism. It was about a hostage situation. He was a hostage at church. And we've all been there. We've all been there and they're clock watching, you know what I'm saying, frightened at the same time.
First Sunday,
Oh man. But it was a terrible show. It was a terrible show. I gotta quit wasting my fucking money because I don't have disposable income like that.
I heard me last week. I know. I feel like I'm in debt with this nigga. Because I'm like, damn, I gotta pay for all these tickets. Like you just said, pay for them tickets, nigga. So I gotta pay for these tickets one day.
Hey, you
But
know,
I did disclaim in the last episode, I can't guarantee them other niggas. But I can guarantee me.
it was, and I'm be honest, I don't go for them.
So I'm just glad I was obligated to do the new jokes.
I didn't like the ambiance of the whole event though.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. It's like they gotta go back to the drawing board.
I don't even remember them playing music.
We gotta set you up your own.
Bro, I don't remember them playing music. Wasn't no music playing that night, was it?
No, just the nigga been punches.
That's right. It wasn't no music.
I can't wait
That
to
was
you
man.
I should have
I
I should have beat by.
Nice, man.
You on the 200 episode.
Yeah,
But
agree.
Jason shit was dope as fuck. On a side note, the studio will be opening up soon. I am part. I ain't like saying part owner. Part something of the studio people. The studio will be opening soon in Lafayette, so it's gonna be a lot of turning up. We definitely gonna get the next TCK mixtape out before this. What else been going on? Big news in boxing. I want to start off with this boxing real quick. I don't know what kind of boxing fans the guy recorded Juby is. The Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fight for August 24th is being canceled. I was gutted. This was the biggest fight I want to see in maybe the last 2 to 3 years. Something like that, something to that effect. I was really looking forward to it. I had Earl winning by stoppage. He was stopped outside the ring with a tear in his retina. Doing a pre-fight exam for the Nevada Boxing Commission, they found that he has to have surgery tomorrow. They said he expected to make a full recovery. Manny Pacquiao moving on against Ugas, who was on the undercard. It should be a decent scrap, but I had zero interest in it unless they flew me out, paid me to watch it. Yeah, I'm fucked up about it because I'm a big boxing fan. I really want to see it. No, Pacquiao going on. That motherfucker said I got to fight. Shit, I didn't even know he got them big head push-ups for nothing. He got a tear in his retina though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I had
It is close. It is pretty close to a fight where he can still take the money and still fight.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, why would he still fight? But I'm thinking,
So they-
it's like, that's sweet.
They're gonna re-cam up with somebody real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, consolation fight.
I mean, it's a good fighter. It's just not a marketable fighter.
Gotcha.
He's a good fighter. What it was, Manny Pacquiao was an older fighter. He's 42 years old. He hasn't fought in another 2 years. So if he can fight this, win, it still give him a little bit more advantage coming in against Spence because he'd be, you know what I'm saying, a little rust. They'll be gone if they do fight. I doubt if it's December, end of the year, but early 2022. It's an unfortunate situation. He had a tear in his retina, not to be confused with detached retina, which Sugar Ray Leonard had, and he retired for a second before he came back, and which recently Abner Mares had. I had cataract surgery, and I had surgery to remove some scarring around my retina. And I can fight now. Jeremy be calling me blind, so he just on my shit blurry and shit.
I was just thinking, that's why your motherfucking ass blind and shit.
Hell yeah.
Get it about your eye, nigga.
Muffin Top to keep calling me. That's Muffin Top keep calling me. He called me blind and
Nigga,
shit.
Cyclops and shit.
And that nigga, we can't forget. Of course, we can't forget that nigga Kimbo Slice knocked the nigga eye out too. Was it detached? I don't know.
R.I.P. Kimbo.
Right. The
Great
great.
shout out to Kimbo. That's what I'm start calling him, man. Muffin Top. Start calling y'all.
Moist ass.
I'm gonna pause myself before I say this, but I was looking at that nigga in the gym yesterday. I got sick. But look,
Appropriately so.
So if you like it, man, he been happy. Like, I look at that nigga got happy.
that's how come I can't
You
joke.
know what I'm saying?
That's how I can't joke because he always gay up. But look though, we hope that the speedy recovery of Spence. For a reason I won't disclose, it was a blessing that this fight's not going off. I talked to y'all to hear about it. I don't know. I feel like I'm the reason Jason tell new jokes. I'm the reason why this fight ain't happening. I'm like Jordan shrugged. You know what I'm saying? I got way more power than y'all. My man shouldn't have all this power. What else is going on along in sports? Go ahead.
Shit, sports. Speaking of sports and shit, when they say, when you face somebody, man, you ain't running from somebody like you ain't scared. But in other news, they say somebody running from somebody in the sports world. Jay Simpson said,
The juice is loose.
Hey, man, OJ dodging the killer, man.
I'm glad that y'all segued into
He's scared.
that. OJ Simpson. I'll pull this article real quick.
For the record, I think OJ innocent.
I'm gonna tell y'all for the record, that was one of the greatest segues I've ever seen in my life.
If he did.
Shout out to Julie.
Hey.
OJ Simpson has some cajones on him. Pause. I did not say that.
Cajones?
Listen, you speak more Spanish than I am. I swear on my soul, I didn't. Cajones just didn't sound right at all. Hey, and don't you do that no more, Jason.
Wait,
you
no.
gonna come alley-oop. He's going alley-oop, nigga. Don't
Make
go.
sure that was intentional or not.
It was very unintentional.
Okay, got you.
Hey, I've never seen that shit written. I've always heard it. I've never seen it written. Cojones. Hey, the J is a OJ said has some balls on him. Saying with a seemingly straight face that he won't return to Los Angeles out of fear of running into the actual person who murdered his ex-wife. The disgraced, quote-unquote disgraced ex-NFLer who was acquitted for the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman but found liable in a civil suit shortly thereafter dished his thoughts out on visiting the City of Angels anew in a wide-ranging interview with The Atlantic. He says he doesn't entertain it for one specific, quote-unquote, ass-backward reason. I won't continue to read their interjections from TMZ. But OJ was quoted as saying, I have trouble with LA. People may think this is self-serving, but I might get next to someone who did it. I really don't know who did this. I'll tell you.
He said I might be sitting next to whoever did it. You always sitting next to that nigga.
He had a family function, man. I think it's something.
I think he really
A lot of people think that.
Yeah, but OJ ain't do it, man. The evidence didn't do it.
If I was to bet $1 to $1,000, I'd take incredible odds and shit that he didn't do it.
No, man, the evidence
was 2 people involved.
had to be, because Ron Goldman fought back, and they said he got some blows in, his knuckles was bruised, he landed some blows. OJ ain't had no bruises on him, man.
But furthermore, real quick, OJ says that I figured eventually somebody would confess to something, you know. I had one suspect I told my lawyers to look at. I still think he might be involved, but I can't talk about it. And he said that he has a good life in Vegas. Just real quick, my interjection, we all know that you can get convicted in the media before anything. They're gonna do what they want to. This is what, 1995 when this occurred, 94, 95. I was a sophomore in high school when he was acquitted, and I remember the divide in the class between the blacks and the whites.
Damn,
It was so fucking weird that they played the verdict on TV at school, and the reaction was totally different and shit. It was like, I knew the world was changing.
Yeah, what was the last one they played in school? None, right?
I went to an all-black school, man. They was cheering and shit. People running down the hallway and shit. Like
Brown versus Board of Education.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to see it in black schools.
Hey, but then first I don't believe OJ was guilty. There's a lot of people think his son did it, and they think he's covering for his son.
Yeah.
And when you get to the details of the case outside of the sensationalism of what the media was presenting, you really go for a fact that he didn't do it. And then too, if they really had a nigga dead, he would not. You know what I'm saying? He would not got away with it.
Love did not quit, so he must have quit.
I could make any glove not fit my hand though.
yeah, especially if it's I'm trying to stop life.
Especially if you're
Trying to stop life.
On everything, nigga.
I was a retarded ass.
OJ.
Must
He like,
OJ went on a tour, man. That nigga was hanging out with Muslims and shit after that. You know what I'm saying?
Must have quit,
That nigga was- He's out here with them books and what do you call them bimbos and shit. Every bitch he talked to like Kelly Bundy. But OJ Simpson is a legend. His most egregious thing and most nigga shit I ever seen in my life, he nigga punched them bitches. When he wrote that book, they said, if I did it. That's a nigga punch. If I did it, nigga, can you imagine? That is incredible. Can you imagine that shit?
OJ unsung hero. But he is whack as fuck, because a nigga with common sense would have enough common
I
sense.
keep the camera, like I got the room set up and shit, so you record what we see.
I just
don't want you seeing the fucking crazy looking shit. God damn, that's decent.
OJ bogus because he should have never got in trouble again. He should have stayed out the way, man. That shit he went through in fucking Vegas should
Wait,
have been
what do you
avoided.
mean? Like, what do you? Because if we going into he wondering niggas done stole his shit.
That's true, man. But when you be the murder though,
Hold on,
my nigga
though.
stay low.
Hold on though, because do you think he was overly emotional in this situation?
He's overly emotional. I think he could have handled it better. He should have hired somebody.
Hold on. Answer the question, sir.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think he's overly emotional?
I think he's overly emotional.
I think that's the first time you just answered the question. You know, like this nigga said.
But no, I said that. I told him when I told him he was talking about.
Yeah,
This nigga was talking about going to court and turning up over a fucking traffic citation.
No,
And I said, nigga, that's emotional.
he
So
always
now
tell
he's
the
like,
story right.
what the fuck? Okay. We ain't gonna talk about it because it goes somewhere else. But look.
No, I just said if they talk crazy to me, I can't stand for that. I said I got about
So
2
in
apologies.
comparison to somebody stealing millions of dollars in memorabilia, shit that you've had and earned and shit, he has the audacity to critique OJ's fucking sensitivities.
Nigga, I ain't sat in jail for 2 years and beat a murder charge on 2 white people.
You know another nigga having problems with their motherfucking wife?
Bro,
Safari.
he a goofy though. He a
I
hoe.
wonder if he's gonna kill her. I'm not too familiar with Safari, but I do know that he is having problems with Erica Mena. Safari, man, I don't like to personally judge, man, but he seems like he's been overachieving. Quite some time when it comes to like,
Yeah, because he kind of, he's still relevant. And I only know this nigga because of Nicki Minaj. But he's really still relevant.
this nigga, he it's always it's a little bit more than meets the eye. Erica Mena is copying to ruin some of Safari's property, but she says she only went ham. I fucking hate TMZ. These niggas say ham. I didn't say cojones. They say ham. After finding out he was sleeping around, allegedly. According to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, the loving hip-hop star admitted she damaged her now estranged husband's personal items toward the end of her pregnancy, but she blames her anger on numerous acts of infidelity. She blamed her acts. She's not accepting full responsibility. She says, I did it, but I did it because. You recall Safari allegedly trashed some of his gear. You recall Safari alleged she trashed some of his gear, including some expensive shoe collection. Niggas is weird. Niggas are weird.
She tore up my shoe.
You get a man on social media supposed to this bitch done ruin my fucking New Giuseppe's.
My red bottoms.
Yeah, Erica already trying to clean up the mess she caused, and Doc, she says she already sent Safari a cool $4,000 to cover at least some of the damages. Something tells us he won't be satisfied. They said that he claims she did $30,000 worth of damage.
So I need to 30.
And then she filed for divorce 2 days later. Some people attribute this to her going through the emotions of pregnancy. Have you ever dealt in a situation and shit where you got so upset at a woman that you start damaging her items? Did you ever? You never slick. You kind of like slick tires.
Nigga, I keep telling you.
I just said, hey, how you said
I'm
no? I
trying
ain't
to figure
gonna.
out anything like, you know, stealing one fucking airbag or anything.
He said what?
I'm trying to think about anything like stealing an airbag or something. You know, like, any sense of financial damage. Like, have I really did? I didn't sit here and think.
That's the first thing he thought of.
I had to all the way.
I might swipe the car.
Look at what?
I might swipe the car.
I mean, I just asked you, did you do it?
No, like I ain't destroying them, but like
I mean, you
I
had
might order
to-
me
you-
something.
you-
though, like I got access to this car. I mean,
You said swipe a card.
Yeah, swipe.
You stealing from women. You go in their person, what they swipe.
Hell no.
It's the same thing.
No.
That's the exact same thing.
It's a big difference between stealing and taking.
What's
Big
the difference? What's the difference?
Cat burglar steal. Just like if you take something.
I don't steal. I just take without people knowing.
No, cause the motherfucker. If I take it, a motherfucker could know. I ain't gonna steal it though. I ain't never gonna be a cat burglar.
No, see, the difference is cat burglars are cats.
And they burglar.
I just steal. I'm a burglar.
I annex. Like,
Annex.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
no,
you have nigga. I would be embarrassed out here. I could see you, man. You slow motion throw the motherfucking match over your head.
hey, you want to talk about you be stalking this shit, nigga?
Don't do that.
I'm
Don't ever
low-key,
fuck
man.
on me like that again. But look, anyway, how do y'all feel that she's justified her damaging his item like that?
Because she was pregnant and it was emotional pregnancy, anger.
You justify it?
Fuck that.
What way can we ever justify being upset?
I'm sorry, I ain't even
Go ahead.
Only way I can justify that is if you got the money to replace it immediately.
I still.
You just want to just get mad and tear some shit up? Cool, just replace it. I don't care.
What if you
It's
want
still
it?
disrespectful though.
I don't care.
Terry, what if you
Replace
want
it.
it?
I don't care. Just replace
You
it.
said if you bought the car, you could burn the car.
If you bought the car and if you burn the car, you finna buy me a brand new one. That's fine. If equal or greater value, that's fine.
So I was joking saying, can you take shit back? Cause that's usually what men do.
So what's that?
Men didn't give.
Oh.
That's what niggas usually do. Niggas usually give you.
I took a ring back.
Okay.
You should've.
He was in college.
Yeah.
Actually. In college, took that ring back.
That is the most common thing that nigga do. I probably did do that shit like on some shorty shit like 7th, 8th grade or some shit like
Nah, that's a dog shit. That's
I was in
real
college.
big.
I was in
Take
college.
back.
I was in college. took
I haven't
that
done
ring
it
back.
lately.
It was just a promise movie. I took that motherfucker back. Give me
Oh.
that motherfucker.
That's
I mean, you ain't never took none back.
College.
You probably never gave none. You ain't gave none but your
Can't
heart.
take
Nigga, I
that.
done took bitches shopping, nigga.
Huh?
I done took bitches shopping, man.
Okay, well you
Can't
can take a
take it
t-shirt. I'm talking about some shit that you can take back and
Look, I just quit trying to put that shit on me, man. Like, I ain't taking shit back from no woman. If it's a gift, it's a gift.
I'm gonna ask you this. Let's just keep it a billion.
I'm gonna play it.
You've never taken them back ever.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
That's cool.
But for the record, though,
No.
I'm friends.
No.
I'm friends with my exes since elementary school, though, man. I'm still friends with 98% of them.
What that got to do with
Oh, that's probably why.
It's like, I'm cool, man. Me and
If
bitches
you
have
take it back, that's
splits.
petty.
Hey, I'm gonna
We
tell
got
you.
amicable splits.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm not gonna delve into this. I'm not gonna hang out here. I always tell you, because this nigga still talking about a fucking Valentine's Day card he gave to a girl in 3rd grade. This nigga said my girl from elementary.
Hey,
come
I
on,
said that,
man.
I ain't got no baggage of bitches that I hate or just that hate me and
It's
shit.
not
nigga.
about
But
hate.
I be solid.
First off, you keep processing things emotionally like a woman. We're not talking about emotional things. We talking about will and power.
He's saying he ain't give it to
Man,
you back.
look, I'm not an Indian giver. Simple as that. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Boom. He talk his shit. What's up?
I'm just saying.
Don't put that on him, Ricky Bobby. We're trying to put that on him, Ricky Bobby.
Hey, listen, player. He's top of the food chain when it comes to these bitches.
Tell
Fuck yeah.
him. Eagle in the sky.
Exactly.
With an eagle eye. Or some other
Yeah.
shit around.
And real quick, I want to ask y'all this real quick. 'Cause I want to go get into this Isaac Bruce shit real quick. And we ain't got to dwell on it, but I think it's a cool question. Who would win a versus between Future and T-Pain?
Damn.
Depending on the audience.
That is interesting. Yeah, that's dead. Right about that.
That's what T-Pain said.
Yeah, that's as simple as that. Cause music,
2 times.
You're right about that. Yeah.
yeah, music changed so much though and shit. Like if it's an audience and
Who
everybody
you think
around
will win?
T-Pain age,
Just
T-Pain will
from
win.
your point of view, who you think will win?
You wanna?
I mean, shit, man. If
That's
we going off numbers, I gotta give it to T-Pain. If we going by influence right now, if it's a crowd and it's right now people, niggas ain't trying to hit no Future.
I'm saying
shit,
we
but you trying to
talking
hit no T-Pain?
about we going far as like
Just straight off the
yeah.
off the cuff.
Straight off the cuff? Shit, man.
Because it's not an even thing,
I'm
period.
going
This
T-Pain.
one sings, one rap for real.
I'm going T-Pain.
Rap more.
No, T-Pain be doing both too. Future be doing both.
He put out, I mean,
That's tough.
was his rap album super successful?
From T-Pain?
I don't
He
know,
be spitting on, man.
I ain't gonna deny that he can rap. I just want to know how successful it was.
T-Pain, man. You know.
I'm not saying don't you fucking ever confuse me for saying that nigga Future raps.
But that's the
Hold on, I
bad
was talking
thing.
about nigga Julie. One time Julie trying to convince me that Future can rap, boy. We was
Well,
like,
what Future, man?
we was
What-
like,
No, he didn't say
alright,
that.
he told me that nigga can rap.
He said that nigga, I ain't
Julie-
gonna never
Julie
accuse that
told me that
nigga
nigga can
rap.
rap. Hey, we was
That
like,
nigga make
alright,
hits.
hold on, real
You
quick,
not gonna like Future don't
real
say
quick,
this
hold
shit.
on. I'm gonna tell y'all how fucking intense this fucking debate was.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was at. I was over by Johnson Control. I think that's where Antoine worked at. But I was at Johnson Control and shit, sitting out there backing into the load dock, listening to that nonsense. This nigga told me Future can rap. I ain't hurt my soul, man, because he had so much conviction, man. I
I
said,
didn't know
Future.
about this.
Hey man, shit, hey, I kept it a secret. I didn't want to expose that shit. I was so fucking disappointed we was having that argument.
Man, can he rap like Nas or something? No, hell no. Hell no.
Future can't rap like Sin.
But
That's
Nas
not
he got some quotables.
He can't rap
My
like
nigga got some quotables.
You know what? Go ahead, hit me with it.
Shit. If she catch me cheating, I'ma never tell her sorry. It's simplistic, but it's some shit that
What
a nigga might ill feel. A nigga might ill feel that
Oh man.
Hey.
You apologized to bitches, so how do you feel?
I don't be apologizing.
You have apologized to King player for
I would
that?
have called it, I was just programming my brain, I was in training. That's one of my favorite.
It ain't no wins.
Getting money in my religion.
Oh,
Got my baby mama and my side bitch kissing.
see, folks, they're like, ah, come on, cuz. Like, that's like,
Hey, I'm a Future fan though, man.
no,
You know
but
what
see, I
I'm
gotta go T-Pain for sure, man. I gotta go T-Pain.
The Future have I'm in love with the stripper.
We ass,
What he doing that shit with Kendrick and
J-Rock. Yeah.
I said, man, somebody don't shoot this nigga. It wasn't even take his mic, man. We gotta kill this nigga,
Man,
man.
Molly Percocet though.
Man, that nigga's a Hall of Fame hype.
T-Pain
Nigga.
is a whole wave on his own. Like, he created a whole wave.
This nigga's the Flavor Sway.
Future did too, but
He played with
T-Pain created a whole
the
wave
song.
on the auto-tune.
And T-Pain said that he had a diss record recorded for Jay-Z after he did the Death to Auto-Tune. That would not end well for him.
That would definitely
He was just went over to the white
What the
crowd.
fuck could he have said to Jay-Z?
It wouldn't have went well amongst hip hop heads. But
Who would it went well with?
in the club, nigga. In the club.
Have you ever heard a diss record in the club?
Yeah, back to back.
Outside that.
Oh, yeah.
Not really, though.
Okay. Ain't nobody, T-Pain couldn't have stood up, that's why T-Pain didn't do it.
Oh, you know what I heard? Young Dog, don't play with me, play with your bitch. They play that in the club too.
Who did?
Got it.
Anyway, let's move on to this Isaac Bruce. Are y'all familiar with Isaac Bruce?
Off the Rams?
Yeah. He just went to the Hall of Fame. As Jason alluded to, felt like he should have been in there, was already in there. For some reason, like it's tough for wide receivers to get in. I have no idea. It's a few wide receivers who should be in there who not, including Torrey Holt, who was part of a phenomenal duo with him. This past Saturday, he went in with the likes of Peyton Manning and Edwin James. I was shocked to see Edwin James getting there so early. But congratulations to him also. Isaac Bruce, he is a Florida dude, South Florida, I think Fort Lauderdale. Went to Memphis State, went to the Rams unheralded, dominated. He reminded me of Marvin Harrison, just not so much the way they play, but the way their demeanor is. They're laid back, cool shit. He's part of the greatest show on turf. He went to the Hall of Fame. He had a fantastic speech. I'm gonna play the speech. It's about 8 minutes long, and I'm gonna break it down to what it means. Even like, and I'm gonna tell y'all how subtle he was. He was on some shit. I'm about to play it now. Got it.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. All right. All right, so I moved my iPad from up here, but it's all good.
And he was
We're
stumping
gonna
on
roll
niggas.
with it. Coming from the heart tonight.
He's stunting on niggas the whole time.
I thank God, Father God, for this moment, this situation, this circumstances here tonight. And I thank his son, Jesus Christ, who loved me and who gave himself for me. I'm honored to be here tonight. Thank my great brother for presenting me, Tony Wiley. Been great friends, my brother, my mentor from the beginning. Watched him play Holiday Park, South Florida. I'd like to thank my lovely wife, Lizette. Love you. Thank you for all your help, pushing me, for being there for me. I'd like to thank my 3 beautiful children, represented here tonight. Isabella Billionaire. So beautiful. Karis the Harris. So beautiful. Yes. I'm grateful. I'd like to thank my dad, Jesse Bruce, of Albany, Georgia. Yes. And I'm so grateful that he moved to South Florida. So grateful he moved to Florida. I'd like to thank my mother, Caretha Bruce, of West Palm Beach, Florida, AKA Sister Bruce.
Sister Bruce.
That union produced 15 wonderful children. Got 14 brothers and sisters. They're represented here tonight. Yes, sir. Check that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 14 wonderful children. The jury's still out on one. Rosalind.
You tell they have fun, can't you?
Oh man. I'd like to thank my neighborhood, my village, Tater Town, 29th Avenue, and 4th Street, who helped raise me, helped nurture me. My city, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Broward County, being represented here tonight by myself and Mr. Steve Hutchinson. Yes, sir. I'm grateful. I'm having a good time. I'd like to thank my high school, sir. Gillard High School, the Standard in South Florida. Class of 1990.
Right here, right here.
That was me.
1989 state champions led by Otis Gray.
He shouting out everybody from high
Gillard had a
school.
big influence on my life, and I'm very grateful that I went to that school. I'm honored.
That's like his elementary girlfriend.
My junior colleges, Santa Monica City College, the NFL legends that were there to meet me and help with my development, the great Marlon Briscoe, my position coach, NFL legend Rock Richmond, thank you, Dave Burrell, and Robert Taylor, who introduced me to work study, and I was so grateful. Thank you.
Shout out to Robert Taylor Holmes. All right. First thing came to my mind.
University of Memphis, AKA Memphis State, Randy Fiedner for recruiting me and giving me a scholarship
Along the way, he remembered everything.
to one of the best cities in America, Memphis that is.
Watch this
My
flex.
South Hall of Famers who are represented here today. Man, I love y'all, man. Appreciate you coming out to support me.
Watch how they flex when you talk about the draft, though.
To the nameless voice that called me 2 weeks before the draft in 1994 to let me know that the NFL wasn't checking for me. They didn't like me. They like more of NFL legend Brady Manuel and Ryan Yabara. I know you're alive. I know you're listening. I pray God keep you alive for this day.
That's a flex.
So my message to you is, rap legend Kool Mo D wanted me to ask you how you like me now.
Hey, can you imagine I prayed for you to be alive and see me succeed so I can laugh in your face? That's a hell of a flex, man. I pray you be alive on this moment.
To the Los Angeles Rams who drafted me in 1994. And my teammates, Wayne Gandy, James Bostic, Toby Wright's in the house. Those are my guys. I appreciate you and I love you. My coach Steve Moore at the time. To the city of St. Louis, its fan base,
It wouldn't be like
I love you. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for embracing me and my team for 21 great years. We grew up there. I love you and I thank you. To my teammates, Torrey Hope, Marshall, Orlando, Curtis, Ricky Probe, who made the biggest catch of my career in the NFC Championship game. Oz, all my tight ends who are represented here today. Thanks for clearing it out, and thanks for max blocking. I appreciate you, baby.
Yeah, fun, man.
Todd Hewitt, Tiffany Burns, who worked so hard, Jim Anderson, all my quarterbacks, starting from day one with Samuel Bruce in the front yard on 29th Avenue, Deshaun Hill, getting me right, London Fletcher, Keith Lyle, Todd Light, all my imaginary friends growing up in South Florida in Tater Town, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper, and we took a picture with Dan Reno, man. You know that's my guy. Jackie Slater, Julius Irvin, Dr. J, for always saying God did it before he gave an interview. That left an impression on me. All the defensive backs, the ones that baptized me and the ones that I baptized. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. For the people of the book.
Right.
My people, I love you. The message is, the work is finished. Walk in it. My message to you is, consent to be loved. Consent to his righteousness. Consent to be awakened. Consent to be restored and unified. It's there for us. It's for us. They move my iPad, but it's from the heart. Got 1 minute, 32 seconds left. I ran a pretty decent 40. I was faster with pads on than I was without pads. So let's get this. My people, I love you. We got big plans ahead of us. They're wonderful. They're supernatural, and I can't wait, man. And Father God is fighting this battle for us. We're being driven by Him, by His justice, by His vengeance, and His recompense. Yes, it's real. Believe that. The fishers and the hunters have been released. And as one of those fishers, allow me to announce in our native, in our primary language, Baruch haba Beshem Yahweh, blessed be you who comes in the name of the Lord. Thank you.
Real quick commentary on this. First off, people don't understand especially mainstream pundits. They highlighting his Cool Mo D quote, "How you like me now?" They talking about how he finally got in. They talking about the humor in his speech. Isaac Bruce did something so subtle, so thoughtful, and it was heavy. What I mean by that is how he led it in. People don't understand what he was doing. He used the pagan terms God and Jesus. And the reason why he did that is because he softened up the crowd to be able to really accept his message, to not alarm them. He could have came in and said Yahuwah and Yahusha and Mashiach, but it would have drew red flags and stuff, and it's a possibility they cut his mic. It's a possibility.
He was a terrorist.
Yeah. So he go out through the speech and stuff, he do his football stuff, which he's taking honor in that, which he should have, things that he worked hard on. Towards the end of it, he said to my people, the people of the book. Once he said that, the people who are unaware of what he's going to talk about, they still was thinking football, Florida stories, Memphis stories, draft. But the people who alert or aware of what's going on in this time of awakening, to where the Most High is waking up his people, because he's going to cause a great divide. Our ears perked up when we heard him say, to my people, the people of the book, because he called a distinction. It wasn't all lives matter at that point. He was talking strictly to the Israelites, the children of the Most High. He went on to tell them that this is our time, the vengeance, the recompense, all this is coming, consent to be in love. And it's just basically saying, just make yourself ready for the Most High, he's coming. The stuff that he said, when he said the fishermen and the hunters are coming out, he said it's one of the fishermen. It's talking about in the last days, he's going to send his fishermen, his hunters out to gather his people. That means for people to go out and witness. You know what I'm saying? Tell the other people, we Israelites and stuff, this is what we're going to do. This is how you get back in this covenant and stuff so you can avoid the wrath that's coming, which he alluded to when he said the vengeance and the wrath. These are the things that's coming. For this to take place on the Hall of Fame ceremonial stand and stuff, it takes a good deal of subtleties, being, you know what I'm saying, real slick, because you know how this system is where they don't like to hear the fact that we are indeed the people of the book. It offends the system, the establishment, and those fake Jews. And that's what got Nick Cannon fucked up. We brought up in the system, we think we got to be overt. We always got to get all this attention. He could have came out here with fringes on, turban. He could have came out here just speaking pure Hebrew. But it would have been self-serving. It could have helped nobody. It wouldn't have led nobody to the Most High. But he came out real subtle and stuff, and everybody don't deliver the message the same way. If you know me personally and stuff, you know I never say Jesus, I never say God, I never say Lord. All those are pagan terms, and they shouldn't be used to identify the Most High, who's Echad, who's one, who's set apart, Kadesh, or holy, away from anything else, so he can't be like nothing else. But I'm not dogmatic in it when it's used righteously. I know exactly what he's doing. He's trying to convey a message to particular people who don't understand the fullness of the Most High's name, and everybody wake up in different stages. I'm very impressed with this Hall of Fame speech. It gave me a newfound respect for him because what he did, man, it was so slick. When he said to the people of the book, like I said, the people of the book knew who he was talking about. If you go on to Isaac Bruce, if you go to the NFL Network, the NFL official page or YouTube page, and you go to the comments, all you gonna see is everybody talking about we awaken. It's so crazy to me, man, how everybody, it's so many people who know what time it is. And in the context of the whole world, it's only remnant. But it seems like it's a lot because it seems like on everyday conversation, I don't run into people talking about it. But if y'all get a chance to go on YouTube, go in the comment section, it is refreshing to see how many people know that it's something major coming right now. And that's what he's talking about. He said supernatural. People don't understand that to show the difference in us and other nations. I always say Yahuwah versus everybody. Other nations, so they've been coming at us left and right. We the center of attention. When he showed the distinction to who his people truly are and stuff, it's going to be supernatural. Because the tail going to become the head. The last going to become first. People always begging for acceptance in this society. They want to line up with everybody else. They want to be accepted by everybody except Yahuwah. I always say that the people who they prop up in these so-called industries, these so-called heroes and celebrity idols, everything that they known to exalt or bring to the forefront is egregious to the Most High. Everybody who this system cross up, Yahuwah hates them. You see what I'm saying? And that's how come we gotta be cautious how we raise our children when we allow our children to indulge in, even ourselves. But what's coming is him setting us up for the rule. So everybody out here galvanized by equality who want to be equal to these other people, to these heathen nations. I'm going to call them what they are, the heathens. And the Most High don't deal with it. He only dealt with Israel. And that's how come our punishment was so strict, because he only gave us the commands. And it was our duty to spread it amongst humanity and stuff and lead them to him, to which we didn't do. But it's refreshing when you see somebody who's in the belly of the beast. You know what I'm saying? In the forefront. And he speak so highly of the Most High. And our King to come, Yahushua. So it's a beautiful thing, man. That was fantastic, man. I played that speech a few times, and I'm telling you, man, it was stirring. For me, man, it was one of the most remarkable things I've seen on the main stage. And
it was coded like that. Like they could never understood that.
I swear.
That
was really the main thing. Like,
I swear.
He did that shit so perfect.
How you pointed out how he did it. It was like,
Yeah. And that goes like I was telling my homeboy, shout out to Shaul, my homeboy down in Dallas, we was talking. I told him, man, I said, I got to quit talking about everything on the internet. Them vaccines and things like that. Whatever people do, they're going to do and stuff. I don't want to draw attention to myself. You know what I'm saying? I always got to remember we in captivity, and we just got to fucking walk it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just me people who want vain things, want vanity, want attention. Excuse me, that's not warranted. And so I like to shout out Isaac Bruce for that dope shit he did, man. It was powerful, man. The elect know what it was. The people who because you know what I'm saying, he choose who's gonna wake up whenever they wake up. But the elect knew what time it was once you heard to my people, the people of the book. That's not all inclusive. People don't understand Yahuwah is not the Elohim of everybody. He is not for everybody. But if y'all got any thoughts on that stuff, y'all can chime in. I'm sure y'all got your thoughts.
no, I'm on the same page, man. You know, I'm on the same page. I like how he delivered it. I didn't notice how he pointed it out. Like at the end, I'm like, dang, he did go in like he matched the whole thing, and it was a perfect delivery to where they really couldn't. Like, you really can't say nothing about it. Couldn't be like, oh man, he was, you know, this and that, or nobody like, man, he.
Pretty fitting coming from someone like us.
Hi, yes, sir. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real shit. I wasn't stuck.
It says it means one who laughs. So that's fitting because we have the last one.
Definitely.
That's like you telling bitch, man, you know, telling her, yo, you had a good catch a cheating, but you like, man, you know, I had all a good time with you, reminiscing, going down memory lane. Remember when we did this, we were watching them shoes, and, you know, man, you would make a good wife, man, and we would have you. Well, fuck you, bitch. I'm out of here.
It's over, we did all this.
That's crazy. You take the blindfold off and shit, she's outside, staying homeless. But yeah.
I'm going to be straight.
Everything. But, you got got something coming up Thursday.
Yeah, we at Helium Comedy Club downtown at the Circle Center. That's gonna be show up at 8. And we upstairs, not on the main stage, but the other stage, so too. So, come through.
I'm gonna see who won tonight. It's I would say hopefully we win. You know,
Ooh, he's a motherfucker.
nah,
He a motherfucker. He a motherfucker. He on some
Depending how
bullshit.
things go.
Let's see what else we got lined
He on
up.
some bullshit.
I got,
Yeah, but I got work.
He got some fighters down in Oklahoma. He don't want them to win, so he can come to your comedy show. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, I appreciate that.
That is not the case.
Anybody got anything else to say closing? Is it hot here, y'all?
It's hot as hell today. It was hot today.
It was
It
hot
was
outside,
hot
it was
as fuck today. I mean, it ain't usually be kind of a little breeze in here, but
No. I
but
got
today
I got my shit fixed.
Man, that was a cool little speech from I didn't know he was getting down like that.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I am curious though. Shout out to all the people from like back in the day. You know who he failed to mention?
That's what
Kurt Warner.
My nigga.
He said
I'm
his
glad
first
you did
quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, damn, like it must be
No,
no
I'm glad you caught that.
there.
I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah.
And he
Really
didn't say that. He
Yeah,
said,
they went back to elementary
Hey,
school.
but I mean, is it just you waited how long for me to get in this motherfucker? I caught the balls.
oh.
Yeah, but they don't get no motherfucking vote though, man. They need to read.
Hey, I'm chopping that up. Where we at? I'm chopping that up.
He received the
When they get a
pass.
drop, Charlamagne.
Hey, that's a good. And he didn't say nothing about Dick Vermeil, although he had.
No, he didn't.
He didn't say it was.
I like it though, cause Kurt Warner ain't shit.
Kurt Warner was like.
He got the luckiest.
Yeah, I don't
Kurt
know.
Warner was Tom Brady
3
before
years.
Tom Brady.
No, he wasn't.
I'm not talking about talent wise. I'm talking about
He got blood.
when life give you the opportunity, just make the most of it. Just go out there. Like he wasn't supposed to make it. Brady wasn't supposed to make it. Motherfucking Gilbert Arenas wasn't supposed to make it. Some niggas make it who ain't supposed to make it. They be
Listen.
like,
Talking
People
about like
make it was
Sebastian
supposed to make
Telfair.
it.
supposed to,
But
but it's people who come out there
He was
motherfucking.
set up to win the field.
Man, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then Gilbert like,
But listen, at the end of the day, when you make it, it's because you're supposed to make it.
yeah,
Give them
but
that. They worked to get there at least, not to maintain.
Hey Manning,
Dang.
Ryan Leaf.
Maintaining is
Yeah,
different.
but they was made. I mean,
It's hard to maintain being on
Yeah.
top, nigga.
I hate the Packers, but Aaron Rodgers though, like that
Yeah,
kind of
man,
fuels some
thank-
people to be
you
like,
say
damn, you skip me, you skip me, you skip me, you skip me. He's like, all right, bet.
I like to see niggas stunt. I'm gonna tell you something I do disagree with on with Isaac Bruce said we can wrap it up. He said the and Torrey Holt was a better duo than Randy Moss and Chris Carter because they got a ring. I vehemently disagree with that. Randy Moss alone is better than both them niggas put together.
I concur.
I mean, we could all think we all agree on that.
But you got anything coming up, June?
Man, maybe October 2nd. October 2nd, man. I'm prepared for that. Still waiting for the final announcements, final things to be put into play. But October 2nd.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. What else, Jeremy? I ain't DJ says you gonna be doing.
Hell no, man, I ain't
I
DJ.
told
I ain't DJ,
him
man.
he ain't gonna host the next mixtape.
Back.
Oh yeah.
I told him he gonna host
What about be 40, man? I ain't fucking with After Flex, man.
He trying to.
We ain't say you had to, yeah.
There ain't no age limits. Ain't no age. We ain't gonna put no limitations on ourselves based
You
on
don't
age.
have to,
You
yeah.
out here still acting like a young man. We out here chasing them goddamn girls. You gonna be young when you chasing the goddamn turntables.
Exactly.
It's across the board. Then you can't be young one minute and shit get old the next.
I mean, you know what? Real shit though, man. I do always say that, like, just music industry in itself, it made me feel so alive, and I be like, man, that's like the one thing I just failed at, like, where I'm like, man, I should have kept at it, man. Like,
Ain't over till it's over.
that's true too, though,
I'm gonna be
man.
honest. I'm sure you wouldn't have made it. But
You would have seen me if I did with your blind.
I'm fucking with you, Muffin Top. Hey man, you squeezed it in them jeans. But look, hey,
What's wrong, man?
shout out to Jeremy though. Again, you get stronger in the gym.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
He getting busy. What you end up going on to the dumbbells yesterday?
Fucking 90. I only hit it once though and shit.
That's cool. That's cool. Before I took you in my wing, you went in and touched them 90s. Shout out to Jovan too for starting this senior year in high school, man. Wish you luck, success. Hope you get to that motherfucker.
Nigga, I thought you was an adult, man. I thought y'all just had a bond.
Enjoy it. Thought they were just friends. Thought it wasn't no more responsibility. Hey, have fun though, man. Enjoy your last year. Listen, you gonna,
Take it all in,
when you
man.
get older, you're gonna always think about these days. You hear your daddy talking about elementary. Real shit though. You gonna always think about this
You
shit.
know you lying, cause I always say,
Man,
man, this shit,
you going-
this is a drop in the bucket in life, man. I'm just saying, like as a whole, man.
As a complete to who you are as a person, it's dropping the bucket. But you gotta remember, man. At least for me, these was the most fun times of my life. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
your story.
Yeah, I mean, it's the genesis. It was my origin story. It was my origin story and
Say
shit.
high school was fun, but college was.
You didn't go to college.
What you mean I ain't go to college, nigga? I went to a bunch of
You
college
was there.
parties. Okay, I went to a bunch of college
retarded.
You wasn't there.
Hey,
He
listen.
was there.
Hey, listen. After the million stories that told me, he ain't said shit about the university. I was there. But y'all, hey, shout out to everybody who's here. We're gonna wrap it up. Another fantastic best podcast you never heard of. Conceited Nobody, episode 175. Shout out to Isaac Bruce, man. You a hero to me today. Peace.
Fuck
I ain't want to end on that note, but I did.